Hey Buffett students, what's up? Ready for another Feature Friday. I hope you guys are having a great week. Hope you're ready for a weekend. I know everything feels really weird right now, but while you're cooped up inside, I thought it might help to give you guys a streaming guide. These are some of my totally biased recommendations for you guys to watch stuff on Netflix, Amazon Prime, or Disney Plus. But I did want to give a little parental disclaimer here. Ask your parents before you watch movies that I recommend. Ask them if it's okay. I do not want to get in trouble because you watched something that your parents didn't want you to watch based off of my recommendation. Don't do that. Please ask them. And so this is just a list of Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus movies that I think you guys will enjoy. These are ranked based off of my liking of the movies in each category. And so there is something for everyone here. There are a couple of movies that are probably for the older audiences watching this video, but there's most of the movies anybody could watch, and I think you guys are going to enjoy them. So let's get into it. Netflix first. The top 6 movies that I think would be helpful for you to watch on Netflix. The first one, coming in at number 6, is God's Not Dead from 2014. This is a great movie when a Christian goes off to college. He gets confronted with an atheist professor, and the story goes on. It's pretty good. I hope you guys check that one out. Number 5, The Case for Christ. This is Lee Strobel's story based off of Lee Strobel's book. He used to be an atheist journalist, and then he did a piece where he was trying to disprove Christ, disprove Christianity, and he ended up a believer after the whole thing. It's a great story, great, really well done movie in 2017, and so I hope you guys check that one out. The next 3 are one trilogy, and it's a lot of fun. It's Indiana Jones, the full trilogy. Raiders of the Lost Ark was the first one, then Last Crusade, and then the final one of the original trilogy was the Temple of Doom. My favorite's the Last Crusade. A lot of people say Raiders of the Lost Ark was the best one, but check those movies out. They're all fun. They're filmed like from 1981 to 89, and so it's a little bit dated, but if you haven't seen them, you have to see these movies if your parents are cool with it. Just great, fun movies. Indiana Jones is everything you could want in an adventure movie, so check those out. Number 3 on the list, 1996 Space Jam. Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny are the stars. It's a weird mix of real life and Looney Tunes characters, which are animated, and it's a lot of fun. If you like basketball, or if you don't like basketball, this is just a good movie. It's super nostalgic for me because it came out in 96 when I was a little kid, and so just a great movie. I hope you guys have fun with it, especially if you've never seen it. I hope you check it out and have some fun with this one. Number 2, Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse from 2018. This is my favorite animated movie of all time, and it's probably my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. I hope you guys check it out. It's a great kind of spin on the Spider-Man story, just a different vibe to it, and just a really cool feeling in the animations that they do here. The soundtrack is just killer, so check it out. Hope you guys enjoy that one. And number 1 on my Netflix list is Hook. It was just put on Netflix, I think, last month. It's from 1991. Again, another really nostalgic one for me. This was one of my favorite movies growing up. Robin Williams. This was kind of my intro to Robin Williams. It's a spin on the Peter Pan story. Kind of this workaholic dad. Turns out he is Peter Pan, but doesn't remember, and you go through the whole process. You get Neverland and Captain Hook and Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, and there's scenes in London which are just beautiful scenes, and so this one's really well done. I hope you guys like it. Let's switch gears now to Amazon Prime. Hopefully you're an Amazon Prime subscriber. If not, you can skip through this part of the video, but my top 4 from Amazon Prime. Number 4 is I Can Only Imagine from 2018. It's based off the story of the song I Can Only Imagine from Mercy Me. Really well told story. Pretty well done for a Christian movie, and so I hope you'll check that one out. And then number 3, this is the most graphic movie on the list. It's the only R-rated movie on the list. It's The Passion of the Christ from 2004. I hope you guys would be able to check this one out. It's a great time to check this movie out. Obviously, this is Palm Sunday coming up, and then we've got Easter next week. If there was a perfect time to watch this movie, it's now. And so check with your parents and see if maybe you're allowed to see this one. It's very, very graphic. Depicts the crucifixion of Jesus and all that he went through. And so I hope you guys are able to watch it. If so, have some reverence, have some maybe pray before and after, and just ask that the Lord will prepare you to see kind of a graphic depiction of what Jesus went through on the cross. The next one, number 2, Leave No Trace from 2018. It's a father-daughter drama about that they live basically in the woods. They're off the grid. She doesn't really go to school. And then they kind of run into some social situations because of that. And so this one is a really good, just touching, compassionate kind of story that I think could help you to kind of make yourself think. Maybe just not a turn your brain off kind of movie, but maybe a movie that makes you think. So check that one out. Number 1 on my Amazon Prime list. This movie is right up my alley, but that doesn't mean it's up your alley. So definitely check with your parents if you feel like this is maybe a movie that you might like, and definitely just be cautious as you go into it. This is the only thriller horror movie on the list. It is the most family-friendly thriller horror movie that I've ever seen. It's called A Quiet Place from 2018. This is a story, kind of a monster flick about a family that's in this place, and some things have happened, and you find that out in the movie. But basically, they can't make any sound, and so it's how does this family overcome circumstances and live life and do the things that they're trying to do while they can't make any sound at all, and they overcome these barriers. They work together as a team. It's a really cool story about the family unit trying to stay together, trying to overcome circumstances and all that stuff. But it is a scary movie, and so check with your parents before you watch it. Definitely, for sure, check with your parents before you watch it. But that's my favorite one on Amazon Prime right now. So switching gears to Disney Plus. For whatever reason, Disney Plus has a ton of really good sports movies that I like. Now, when you guys think of Disney Plus, you probably think of the animated stuff on there, or maybe The Mandalorian, or some of those other things. But I wanted to show you some movies that maybe you haven't seen that are really great movies. So check these out if you want. Some of these might not be up your alley if you're not into sports and things like that. But these are my favorite picks on Disney Plus right now. Number 5 is Togo from 2019. This came out when Disney Plus came out. It was a straight to Disney Plus movie. It's about a guy who runs a dog sled, and he basically has to go across this place, this vast Alaskan landscape, in order to save his town from a epidemic that's going on. Pretty appropriate for the time, but it's a beautiful movie. You get these landscapes of the Arctic. Just really well done. And so that's my number 5 pick. My number 4 pick is Glory Road from 2006. And Glory Road is kind of a college basketball team that has to overcome some adversity from integration of whites and blacks during a time when white people and black people did not get along in this country, civil rights, all this different stuff, but they overcome odds, and it's a really good flick. I liked it a lot. Number 3, The Rookie from 2002. Dennis Quaid stars in this one. He's a dad / high school baseball coach, but he also has this killer talent of being able to throw a really fast fastball. And so he could potentially be good enough to go to the MLB, but you'll have to watch the movie to see about that. It's called The Rookie. It's a great movie. I love this one. My number 2 pick from Disney Plus is The Miracle from 2004. Kurt Russell plays the coach of this 1980s men's hockey team from the Olympics, and they go on to represent the USA, and they have to overcome all kinds of different barriers as well. And so that's a really great hockey movie. Even if you don't like hockey, it's a great pick. My number one pick on Disney Plus right now. It's a classic. I've loved this movie for a really long time. Remember the Titans from the year 2000. Denzel Washington plays an awesome role in this. Again, from the civil rights time in this country, a high school football team has to overcome segregation and all that kind of stuff, and it's just a really good movie with a really good message as well. So I hope you check those out. I hope you check out any of these, and if you do, I want you to let me know. I want you to tell me in the comments, shoot me a text, whatever you want to do. Let me know if you watched any of these movies that maybe you hadn't seen that you really liked, and I'd love to hear your feedback. But first, before I go, I'm going to give you 3 bonus movies. These are movies that I haven't seen, so I can't say, hey, this you should definitely watch. But these are 3 that I'm looking forward to watching in the next week or two on Amazon Prime and Netflix. And so check these out. The first one from Amazon Prime is Arctic. This looks awesome. It is obviously set in the Arctic. It's a survival kind of movie. Probably some adversity happens and dude gets lost or stuck in the Arctic, and it's a survival movie, and it looks killer. Number 2 is The Rocket, also on Amazon Prime. It's a faith-based sports movie. This movie looks terrible. It looks like somebody filmed it with a camera they picked up at Walmart. It looks like they found some actors at the same Walmart and filmed with this just ragtag crew. Not super well done, but this is why I want to watch it. The story looks great. It looks like a really a tearjerker of a movie. If you're into that, maybe you should check out The Rocket on Amazon Prime. The third one is God's Not Dead, The Light in the Darkness, which I think is the third one in that series of movies. It's on Netflix right now, and I just want to check it out because it's one of the God's Not Dead movies, and I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna watch it. I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you guys enjoy any of those movies. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you thought.
You smiling? Why are you smiling?
Football's fun?
You think football is fun?
Yes, no.
No?
Certainly, but it was fun.
Not anymore, though, is it? Is it?
No, not by now.
No, it's not fun anymore. Not even a little bit.
Zero fun, sir.